Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500, and welcome back to not an empty drive. The car, a new project, is here. I don't think any of you know about this new project yet because I've done little bits of filming in the background with it in the background briefly on the blue car, but you haven't seen that video yet. So this is a new one from Copart in Rochford. Absolute bargain. I didn't want another car. It's an absolute bargain, and I don't really tell you these days how much I pay for the cars, but I will do on this one because it was an absolute bargain. I was bidding on the way to work. I was walking down the street bidding, and I got it for, I'll tell you later. In fact, I might not tell you yet. I'll tell you in the next video, like I did on the last one. I'll tell you in the next video how much I paid for it. So I'd like you to guess how much I paid for it. Bearing in mind, it's an absolute bargain. Anyway, enough of this. Let's show you what we got. Let's go. So, here it is. It is, altogether now, an absolute bargain. What we have here is a 2014 Sport in red. Your eyes don't deceive you, it's not the Abarth, it's a red Sport. So, now, there is an issue with this car. Well, obviously it's a crashed car. It's a Cat N. It's a Cat N crashed car from Copart. There is an issue. I don't normally look around the cars, and I haven't looked around it. I haven't opened the boot or anything like that. When the car was advertised on Copart, it said runs and drives, battery disconnected. Copart delivered it today, and I said to the driver when he called me about an hour and a half before he was here, I said to him, it said runs and drives, but it said battery disconnected. He said, don't worry, I'll roll it off anyway, which he did. And then I said to him, if it drives, we'll put it down the drive. If it doesn't, we'll roll it in front of the house. He got in it, no power. So I said, hang on a minute, pop the bonnet. It was disconnected for some reason. Reconnected it, started. Bish, bash, bosh. Drove it down the drive. So as I'd had the bonnet up, I thought I'd have a look at something. And I will come to that in a moment. But let's first show you around the car of what is plainly obvious as to what the damage is. We'll start at the back. Right, so, okay. Now, there's been some movement of this bumper. It's not a rear damaged car. Just want to put that out there straight away. It's not a rear damaged car. However, this bumper looks like it's been pushed in. So I've written they've reversed into something. So we'll have to heat that up. And you just look at the gaps here. So something's not quite right. And we've also got a hole in the light. So something's happened to this. So we're probably going to have to take this bumper off and see what's going on behind it. Hopefully there's no damage behind it. But that's quite clearly not in there properly somehow. So we're going to have to do something, whether it's this, whether, I don't know. The gap along there all looks okay. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Not the end of the world, but hopefully we can sort it out. And as we move down this side, there is no. This is sort of something that you're never really sure with Copart. You don't know. You know, you can see in the pictures, but sometimes it doesn't really show very well. No damage here. No damage to the door. No damage to the wing. We'll come back round to the front in a minute. Yeah, that's all good. Tyres. Oh yeah, virtually new. What are they? Matador, that well-known brand. Rear tyres. Yeah, that's all right. This side. Yeah, good. Probably 5mm, something like that. And that one's probably about 4 or 5mm, so not too bad. You probably just saw that front wing there. Now, I didn't know it needed a front wing, but it does. No damage here. No damage to the door, no damage to the sill, nothing like that. The wheels look in fairly good condition actually, these sport wheels. Roof all looks good. Aerial's missing, which is hopefully in the car. Should we show you the damage? Let me just first show you this. So I could not see this in the pictures. I mean, there is a possibility that that could be saved, but I think it's beyond me. So I think, oh no, it's all dented at the front as well. So yeah, we need a new wing. You really could not see that in the photos. Even looking at the photos in HD, couldn't see it. So, new wing, unfortunately. Yeah, let's show you the front. So, as you can see, it's an accident. It was picked up by Copart on the 15th of January. I asked the driver, does R stand for run and D stand for drive? Because there's been some disagreement. Because I always thought that made sense, runs and drives, 3 keys. I thought, well, it ain't going to have 3 keys, is it? That's for sure. And he said, no, it stands for received. So that's why they put an R on it when Copart have received it, I don't know. But yes, D means drive, 3 means 3 keys. Well, that's not right, is it? Oh, yes, it is. I've got 3 keys, 2 remote keys, and a spare. And V5 on file. So I should, by now, since this has left Copart, I should have the V5 number, which means I can download. I don't need to apply for the logbook. It means I can download all the MOTs and so on, which is great news. And when I come to sell it, I can just use that document reference number to sell it. So as we come down, we will show you the damage. So as you can see, it's had a frontal smash, pushed that bonnet right up. Doesn't seem to have pushed it back on the hinges too much. A little bit maybe, but I don't think I'm going to have to get hinges. Right, let's show you the proper damage. So, fairly low. Beneath the chassis leg, beneath the bar, the top bar, by the looks of it. Although it looks like a bit of a glancing blow just there, which is sort of in line with the chassis leg, isn't it? Not sure if it's from the side, but it's gone underneath that top bar, and it looks like it's missed the bottom bar, and hopefully it's missed the top bar as well, although I'm not counting on that. Obviously front panel's knackered, bumper is obviously knackered, DRL is loose, hopefully it works. If it doesn't, we'll get a new one, that one's fine. Headlights I haven't looked at yet. So, at first glance, bonnet, wing that I didn't know about. This wing is actually, that's pushed in a little bit there, that wing. Oh yeah, that's a bit, I don't want to replace that one as well. If I can get a pair, cheap enough, I will, but otherwise, I've not had a lot of luck pulling out wings just here. So I might, I don't know, I'll have a go at it. But ideally I'll get both wings as well, if I can get them. As I say, I didn't know I needed the other one. This, I can't get away with that. That will need some work doing on it. I don't know whether it's got a bit sticking out there and then that's pushed in. Obviously, a PDR guy might be able to do that. I don't think a PDR guy is going to be able to do this one. It's not worth it. It's pushed in there and there. So it's just not worth it. It's only stopped when it's hit the headlight. Which is strange, unless something's hit it and then the car's hit something. Doesn't appear to be any suspension damage. Drives all right. Drives to a straight line. No funny noises or anything like that. Now, being a sport, obviously the parts are more difficult to get hold of. There are no bumpers on well, there are. There's a couple on there. There's one, he wants 320 odd quid for it. I made an offer of I made a cheeky offer. It was far too much money. It even had a little bit of damage on it, which I could repair. I offered him a cheeky 180. He came back with 250. I offered 220, and then he came back with 250 again. So I declined it. He then made me an offer. Was it him that made me an offer? Somehow, of 270, which was £20 more than he'd offered me to begin with. So I've declined that one. I don't want to pay all that. It's not. If it was a perfect one, then maybe, but it's not. There is another one which has got a little bit of damage on it, needs a bit of painting done, but it's in Lithuania. So it was £200 plus 30 something pounds postage, but it's coming from Lithuania. It's going to get damaged, isn't it? So I'm not in a rush, so I'm just going to keep looking. There are bonnets available, varying prices. Again, I'm not in a rush, so I'm biding my time that something might come up more local. I don't really like buying bonnets that are sent in the post or by courier because they tend to get broken. Not broken, sorry, they tend to get damaged. I've had so many that they've been put in, even when they've been put in this way up, with these at the top, these tips have got bent over. That's happened to me so many times. Despite, it doesn't matter how well they're packed, it seems to happen. So, you know, if I have to buy one that gets sent by courier, then so be it. Bars wise, don't think I need the bottom bar. Excuse me. Don't really know whether I need the top bar or not. Hopefully I can get away with it. If not, I think I bought one because I bought two. I can't remember if that was a facelift one or not, but if not, I'll get one. I'm hoping these might be in the boot. Needs a new badge. That one's okay. That one can be used. I have got one, but I'm not sure what side it is. I think it is that side. Now this is a bit missing, broken. They are really, really difficult to get hold of. Almost impossible to get hold of. And I'm getting texts. Okay, right, it's all right, just a text from my wife, who's working in the spare bedroom up there. The grills. I've got one of those grills. They're quite difficult to get hold of as well. I'm hoping that all these missing bits are in the car. Now, there is a random piece of trim in the car, which I think must be off of the car that hit it, or the car it hit. I've got a feeling it might have hit something. But it looks like a piece of trim off the side, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, so that is the damage. We'll show you the bad news in a bit, but we'll show you the rest of the car on the inside and so on. So here's the bit of trim that I was talking about. Oh, so that looks like that. I reckon that's come off of a van. I'm going to have to Google the part number, see what it is. In fact, we'll get that out of there. We don't want that. Let's get it out of the way. We'll have a look at the part number just out of interest, see what it is, and then we'll throw it away. Actually, I might even see if I can sell it. Why not? Okay, I'm going to get in here actually because it's raining again. So I should be sitting in the driving seat really, but the reason I sat here is because I saw this in the picture, in the Copart picture. We got handbooks, which is always a bonus. I haven't looked, I don't know what we've got yet. So, tax discs, important information. The manual, lots of addendums, and what have you. We got a service book, Blue and Me. Aha! Service book. Let's have a look. One service, is that it? 18,000 miles, scheduled at 18, performed at 16,000 on the 24th of the 7th, 2016. That's the only bloody stamp. So for somebody who keeps their service book in their car, it's not, well, I can't remember how many owners this has had now. Need to check it out. But obviously one's better than none. And we got the original documents, so we haven't got to buy any of those, which is always a bonus. So that's good. Well, sort of good. But say we'll print all those MOTs out, and then we'll do the usual chasing up and see what we can find. Yeah, that's why I got in this side, just to show you that. I think we need to get in the driver's side, don't we? And we'll have a look at the mileage and so on. Let's get in the driver's seat. Oh, actually, I'm going to look in the boot first, because I haven't looked in the boot at all yet. Can't wait to go in. It's horrible weather today. Rain, 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 and more rain. Right, is this open? Anything in here? Oh, my God. What the hell? What on earth? That is rust. What the oh, look, we got these. Oh, and we got that as well. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh, we got a locking wheel nut key. That's good. I was a bit worried about that. What is going on with these seat backs? That is rust, isn't it? I'm going to have to... I'm not replacing them. Oh, no bloody back shelf again. God's sake. It's not lying in the back somewhere, is it? How many of these cars do you get with no back shelf? That's hanging off. This has been used by somebody. That needs a good clean. At least it's here. But at least we've got these things, which is good. There's dog hairs here. This has been used as a dog carrier. It doesn't smell of dog inside. I'll show. I actually saw lots of dog hairs in the back. What if I got a black one of these? I'm not sure if I have or not. I'll have to have a look, see what we got. Because I actually had one in a car recently, which was a lounge, and I only had a black one, and I put a black one in it. Should have got another one and kept the black one, shouldn't I? Damn, never mind. But yeah, this seat's a bit chewed up here. Look, it's a dog in it. There's been a dog in here. Ugh. You can't actually see it when it's closed. But they are going to have to come out. I'm going to rub those down because that's rust. That is rust. They're going to have to be rubbed down and then painted. I'll just paint them black. What a mess. I've never seen anything like that before. So this has quite clearly been used to transport dogs. So at least I've got those. And if I show you in here, we are starting to lose the light a little bit now. But if I show you in here, see all these dog hairs? I've had cars like this before with all dog hairs like this. But say it doesn't actually smell of dog in here. Oh, actually, yeah, it does. It does, yeah. I didn't think it did. It smelled of a bit of an air freshener, although I can't actually see an air freshener anywhere. But yeah, no, it does smell of dog. Great. I love dogs. I've never had a dog. I've been out with a few. But I've never had a dog. But they do smell, don't they? Certainly wet dogs. Oh, I was going to sit in here with me. Let's shut the boot again. I can't get over the state of those. Still, it's not insurmountable. I like that word, insurmountable. I know people have done that in the past. Right, let's get one of my many keys. Oh, mileage, here you go. 71,771 miles. I think my lens is steaming up. Let me just wipe it. Right, I've wiped the lens. Excuse me if it still looks a bit steamed up to me. So yeah, 71,771 miles, and I do believe the mileage is flashing as well. Check daytime running light. So that's one of them we know that doesn't work. We'll come back to that in a minute. Press these buttons. Range, trip distance. Yeah, look, it's flashing. So it might need a proxy alignment. It could be the battery is disconnected because the Blue and Me is draining the battery. Luckily, we know someone who can fix that, don't we? Moi. So I think I might actually leave the battery connected. I'm going to park the car here for the time being. I'm going to leave the battery connected and see if it does. If that's the reason that they left it disconnected, because they don't normally do that at Copart. But the fact that the mileage is flashing leads me a little bit suspicious. So we'll see if the buttons work. So let's turn the stereo on and see if we've got free CD. Well, we haven't got aerial, have we? No. Oh, we've got a button missing. We've got a button missing on the R-Bath. In fact, I think I might take that one off and put it in the R-Bath. Now, I have got a black stereo for here. If that Blue and Me is broken, even though I can fix it, I might actually take it out. I've got to take it out to fix it anyway. I might actually take it out, and I have got an AliExpress stereo, which I might put in here. Yeah, might well do that. So obviously it is a sport, so we have the nice thick leather flat bottom steering wheel, which is so much nicer than the lounge one, I feel. Everything else is the same. It is a pre-facelift because it's a 2014, so we got that vertical ECU and what have you. I thought I did see the aerial somewhere. Could have sworn I saw the aerial somewhere. What have we got under here? Oh, here's the aerial, look. Oh, maybe there's two aerials. Oh, there's a bit more paperwork there. Oh, and a couple of tampons as well, that's nice. Lovely, thank you for that. At least they're new ones. And a glove, a leather glove. Nothing else in the car. Where'd that aerial go? It's really starting to get dark. I think it's the windscreen that's steamed up rather than the actual camera lens, to be honest. But let's get out. I need to show you that bit, don't I? Under the bonnet. I'll have to get the torch because you can't see it otherwise. So let me just grab a torch and we'll get the bonnet open and I'll show you. Right, so as I said, vertical ECU. So that bolt wasn't even done up, so that whole thing was rather than the quick release, they've taken that off. That's broken the airbox. I'll have to check, see if I've got an airbox back. I need the back. That's obviously going to be broken just there. I mean, the front panel, I mean, there was no surprise there about the front panel. I think we can safely assume, oh, that front bar, let's show you the front bar in the middle. Can you see down there? Yeah, you can. Yeah, front bar's gone. I need to check to see, I mean, that's the foam which is broken, but the bar is pushed back. The bar is down there somewhere. I think you can see it. Headlight tabs are broken. As long as the light itself is okay, we've got fixing things, so we can do that. Oh, my neighbour's just turned up. Let's see if he wants to come down. He's parking his van up there because he'll be going out later, so that's good. I'll be moving it in a minute anyway. Right, where were we? So I've just had a look down here. I can't get the camera in there, but you can't see it. But it's had a new thermostat. It's a brand new thermostat there. It looks like it's the original battery, which may or may not be discharging by tomorrow. So looking down here, chassis leg, absolutely fine. This is where it gets annoying and troublesome. Let me put the torch there. Let me show you the chassis leg here. Not sure you can see it actually. Right, let me get the camera in there as much as I can. Get the torch shining down. Right, I'm not sure you can see it actually. Yeah, I think you can. So that chassis leg is not only bent over, but one of the crash cans, it's bent on one of the crash cans. Now that is repairable. It doesn't need to be replaced, but ideally it would go on a jig, but I am going to have a go at pulling it myself. Now, what a lot of people do, although I haven't got one, is to get a scaffold pole and you put it up the chassis leg, and then you pull on that. You pull on the pole, and then a bit of heating up and hammering to try and get that kink out. That's the plan. Whether I'm going to be able to do it or not, I don't know. If I can't, what I will do is I will get, I don't know if it's been pushed downwards as well, can't tell from here, till I get the front off, can't tell. If I can't do that, what I will do is I will get Glenn, who does welding, Glenn the mechanic, and I will cut it, or get him to cut it. And I've actually got one. I'm not even sure if it's this side, but you can get them on eBay quite easily and weld a new one in. Up to that point, you do it. You cut it sort of there, just there. Annoying. This is a Cat N. Again, oh, you can see it better now. Look, there you go. See it? See that big kink in the side? Now that kink will come out a bit once it's straightened. As you straighten it, it will automatically, you know, you bang it on the top and it will automatically come out. They're not particularly, oops, just whacked my head on the bonnet. They're not particularly strong, which is why they bend so easily. So I don't think it's a massive problem. I don't like having chassis legs like that, and of course this should be a Cat S because of that. So clearly, this has never been anywhere near an assessor or a body shop. This has been picked up off the side of the road, and they've said, yeah, bumper damage. Push the frame, push the thing back, done the bumper, yeah, Cat N. I'm amazed. I've seen Cat S's with less damage. I've seen a lot of Cat S's with less damage. So generally, the front of it is bread and butter. Doing that chassis leg will be challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. I've got my pulling machine. I haven't got anywhere to pull off, so I am going to have to do something and try and pull. I've got the pulling part of it as well, so I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I did mention once before about screwing something into the house wall. Now, I'm not going to pull the house down, am I? This house has been standing for more than 50 years, 60, 70 years. Or do I try and put something into the concrete down here, pull the car sideways a little bit and do it that way? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And I don't know how easy it's going to be. You might find that some of it can be bent back by sheer brute force. I need to get hold of a scaffold pole from somewhere. I don't quite know where I can get one from. Or something similar to push up the chassis leg. I'm not sure that actually a scaffold pole as such would fit. But there's still lots of work to do before that anyway. So it is a bit annoying. I wish I'd known about it. I probably still would have bought the car, considering the price I got it for. But at least, I say at least it's a Cat N. You know, it should be a Cat S, but it's not. It's only a Cat N. So I will check it to make sure it's not gone through as a Cat S. But as far as Copart are concerned, they told me it's a Cat N. It's advertised as a Cat N. So we'll see. I'll do an HPI check on it just to make sure, but I'll do that later on. I won't worry about it at the moment. So I think that's pretty much it for now, until we get the front off. So I bought a front panel, so I know I need a front panel. I've noticed that this headlight has got a big split in the top of it, just there. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that I can't use it. If it works and there's no massive holes in the body, I could put a plastic weld and that, get some plastic in there. So I could use it. However, I have got two complete sets of headlights, so it may be easier just to swap them out completely. Same goes for the DRLs. They will most likely repair. Bottom bar looks alright. Top bar has gone, so I need to check whether that top bar I've got is a facelift or a pre-facelift. If not, I'll get one. So I've got all the other bits. I've got the trim for the bonnet. It depends what I get. That grille looks okay. The bottom grille looks okay. Hopefully, it's that top grille. Sometimes you'll see the bumpers and they do come with those, but often they don't, and they are difficult to get hold of. I think I did actually years ago. One of my very early cars, I think it was the one that I lost £700 on. I actually went to the Fiat dealers and told them the bit that I wanted, and they said you can't buy it on its own, it comes with a bumper. That's quite clearly wrong, because they have been sold on eBay in the past as a brand new part. So the best thing I can do is probably get that out and find the part number for it. If anyone knows the part number for that, please let me know. Or if anyone knows where I can get one, please let me know. Or if anyone's got one they'd like to sell me or give me, please, pretty please, I will be gratefully received. Failing that, it was a different, it's a Fiat dealer that doesn't exist anymore. They are now a Hyundai dealer or something. Suzuki, I think. Yeah, but apart from the obvious, it's not a bad car, and it is a Sport. And for my money, the Sport is the nicest one. It's a shame about this bloody wing. As I say, I didn't know about that. Now, the only problem we have with getting parts for this car, as well as apart from the fact that it's a Sport, is being red. It can sometimes be an issue matching. So I wouldn't buy a bonnet or a wing from a car that was, say, 2010. or 2011, because you can bet your bottom dollar it ain't going to match. The reds on these do tend to completely change. They don't fade like most reds do. They change colour. They go a darker, almost maroon. It's really strange. So I need to get one from around the 13, 14, 15 mark. I've got more chance of it matching. If it doesn't match, then I'll do some painting. When I did the Abarth, that matched perfectly. Now, I haven't got these two side by side, but I reckon that this Abarth, the Abarth, sorry, not this Abarth, the Abarth that's parked in front of the house, is a different colour to this. Now, it looks the same until you compare it. So I was walking down towards this and looked at the Abarth, and the Abarth, although it's clean and polished, looks a completely different red. But this is very flat, it's wet, it's very flat, it's very dirty as well, so that might be why. But it's the same colour, 111A. So it is the same colour. It's even the same year as the Abarth, that's of 2014 as well, so it should really be the same. In fact, I might even try and match them up tomorrow and have a look. So, 2 wings, a bonnet, a bumper and a trim, headlights, airbox, front panel, top bar, and then work. So it's quite a lot of bits that I need, and those bumpers are quite expensive when you can get them. Can't even find a new one. If I could get a new one, I'd get it painted. I'd get a bonnet, I'd get use a white bonnet or something, take them to a body shop with new wings and say, can you just paint that lot for me? If I could get them. But I can't get one. I'm not getting an authentic one from Fiat because they're, I dread to think, probably 400 or 500 quid. But I have bought them in the past actually. I did buy one that someone had, and that was 150 quid. Now I wouldn't expect to get one for 150 quid. But, you know, if I could get a brand new one for 200, I'd do that. And then get it painted. And get 2 new wings, get them painted. And a bonnet, and get that painted. That would be the best option. But I think that's it. That's your walk around. Haven't got a name for it yet. I'm not sure what we're going to call it yet. Looking at the number plate. What do you think? I was thinking of Ella. E, forget the O. E, L, the 4 looking like an A. That's what I was thinking of, Ella. Any advances on that? What should I call it? So let me know in the comments what you think. Also let me know in the comments how much you think I paid for it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Despite that problem with the chassis leg, it's still a bargain. It is still a bargain. Let me know what you think I paid, and in the next video I'll let you know. So that is it. Let me know what you think of the car. It's going to be on the back burner for a while because I'm still doing the blue car, but it'll be the next one. Unless I sell the blue car and then get another project, and we'll flip between the two. But this is the next project. Yeah, so let me know what you think. As always, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, click on the button, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and until the next one, as always, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.